My name is Steve Zurkey. I'm the executive chef of the Anchorage restaurant in the Village of West Greenville. I will have been the chef of the Anchorage coming up on 2 years. I went to Johnson & Wales University in North Miami and also got some great real-world working experience. The dish we made today is actually going to be featured on our upcoming Piedmont wine dinner this coming Wednesday. We do a wine dinner once a month, and each menu is specially crafted to pair with the wines featured in the dinner. So this will be the third course for this wine dinner, paired with Barbera d'Asti. I thought, pork, black pepper, maybe a pasta would pair really well with that wine. So I decided to do a crown raviolo. Really technique-driven pasta. We did 3 different colors of pasta. Our traditional egg-rich pasta dough, which we actually added some Gran Arso flour to. It's a wheat that's been kind of either burnt in the field or like over toasted to give it like a nice kind of toasty note. But that's our traditional egg-rich dough. We took some Mambo Lacinato kale from BioWay Farms in Ware Shoals and blanched that and made a green pasta dough. And then we took some cuttlefish ink and made a black pasta dough, and that's how you see that stripe, yellow, green, and black stripes in the pasta. 3 different preparations of egg-rich pasta dough that we cut and rolled into one. The filling is made from a house-made ricotta, some smoked trumpet mushrooms from Cap and Petal Farms in Travelers Rest, and some caramelized Santee onions, which are the South Carolina equivalent of the Georgia Vidalia onion. Vidalia onions are one of those things like champagne, where if it's not from this specific area, you can't call it that. I mean, if you have a sparkling wine that's not from Champagne, you have to call it sparkling wine, not champagne. So, Georgia made sure that their Vidalia onion stays their prized possession. But the Santee onion is a sweet onion, every bit as good as the Georgia Vidalia onion, and it's all ours. So the sauce, very simple. We put so much technique into the pasta and so many quality ingredients. The pasta itself is so flavorful. We didn't want to hide it. We wanted to let it shine. So we just started with a little bit of brown butter, some fresh squeezed lemon juice, bean herbs, which is parsley, chives, tarragon, some pecorino romano cheese, and a little bit of fresh shaved black summer truffle. We have a small menu. We're known for our tasting menu, which is when you do the tasting, you get 9 items plus dessert. There's always a fresh hand-rolled pasta on the Anchorage menu. So the menu here changes every day, which is very special. It's a truly chef-driven concept. So we write the menu backwards. We write it around what's fresh and local and in season, right? So we start by dealing direct with the farmers, sourcing the ingredients that are truly fresh and local to this area. And then we write the menu every day based on what product is available and how it speaks to us. So you're guaranteed to see a fresh hand-rolled pasta. What ingredients are in that pasta and how it's prepared, what shape the pasta takes. That changes from day to day, but we typically go on a good run. Right now we have a smoked trumpet mushroom and ricotta agnolotti, so similar filling, different shape. It's not, it's just our traditional egg-rich dough. It doesn't have the stripes, but we're kind of showing off a little bit for the wine dinner, and something like this, it wouldn't be not typical to see, but always a fresh hand-rolled pasta. For the wine dinner, this will be paired with a Barbera d'Asti, which is a red wine. A little bit lighter in body. It kind of it's in the middle of the progression, so it's kind of scaling up in weight to right before the Barolo, which is your big tannic red wine, which we served with some lamb chops. If you're making fresh pasta, which is so easy, but I feel like it's one of these things that people are afraid to try. Your most basic pasta dough recipe follows a 3-to-2 ratio, 3 parts flour to 2 parts egg yolk. And that is, you can get by with, you can make a more complex dough, but at its core, it's those 2 ingredients in that ratio, right? So you can make a pasta dough quite easily, right? So just like anything else, home baking, get adventurous, try it out, follow a recipe, but don't be afraid to make mistakes. Roll it nice and thin, and keep it simple. So the pasta that we've shown you today is for our upcoming Piedmont dinner, which by the time you see this or read this article will have been in the past, but well enjoyed. Our next wine dinner will be Wednesday, July 16th. And it is a special dinner to me because it's based around an opportunity I had to go to Brazil recently. So I spent 10 days in Brazil, kind of touring the country, learning about their culture, sampling the cuisine, and just had an amazing time there. So we had the idea here, like, why don't we do wine dinner, a special type of wine dinner. So there's some wines, there's some cocktails that are specific to Brazil, to kind of highlight what I saw, and experience there, and kind of give our kind of unique spin to it. What I found was certain parts of Brazilian culture were very similar to the American South culture. So I'm excited to kind of tie that into the menu and tell a little bit of that history and kind of how it's not so different than some of the. It's wildly different in some ways, but more similar than you might expect in others.